Howdy folks, welcome back. As you can see, I'm sitting on my rock again, but if you look behind me, there's something different. The other rock is no more. I finally had it with it, and I'm going to tell you the story of what happened. It's got a good ending for once. After a year of screwing around with Chevrolet and a 2020 heavy-duty diesel that died on me 3 times, almost died 4 and 5 times. I took it back in at 32,000 miles. Now it's been in the shop for 16 weeks since I've owned it, less than a year. I've had 5 different loaner trucks during that period, and 2 of them I had to take back because I put too many miles on them. I had it a week the first time, then 10 days later they kept it for 4, almost 5 weeks, and then I got so mad at them when it happened again, I took it to a new dealer in Houston, and it was there for 7 weeks, and then I drove it for about 9,000 miles and started having brake issues again. So I took it in last week, and they kept it another week. And the last straw, a brand new pickup truck with 32,000 miles, and they had to replace all the brake pads and turn all the rotors. Folks, I haven't had a brake problem on any of my numerous vehicles since 1982, and the only reason I had to put on new pads then was because the oil leaked out of the rear axle. I don't ride the brake. I rely on the engine braking and other things, and frankly, I've had 4 or 5 pickups that have over 280,000 miles on them with no brake jobs. I was shocked when they told me they had to replace the brakes, and that was it. I'd taken it in for 4 items. Basically, they fixed 2 of the 4. The other 2 are beyond their control. So I signed for the truck and I left. Now, I was at a dealership in Houston that has a big commercial department, and all of the Duramax diesels go there. The service manager there is Gordon, and so far he's done everything he could to help me out. Chevrolet was the one that was always the roadblock. Well, frankly, I'd had it. I drove away from there thinking, now I've got a truck that's almost out of warranty. I'm going to have to start paying for the loaner cars, and I'm going to have to start paying for anything on that truck that breaks from now on. And its record wasn't very good. The dealership there is Lone Star Chevrolet. And folks, they are the largest truck dealer in the nation. So they play a lot of radio ads. Well, one of them is the general manager's name, Johnny Smith, and he says, "I'm here to help you. My office is on the showroom floor. If you need help, come in." Well, as I was driving away, one of those commercials came on. And I said, well, I'll at least give him a chance. I walked into the dealer, and I asked for the manager. They took me to his office. He was out on the lot looking at his vehicles. And he sat down and he listened to my story, and things started happening. Now, it took a while for me to realize that this man was actually trying to help me. I wasn't used to that, frankly. And the long and the short of it is, the rock's gone. In its place, now I may be a fool for doing this, but it's rock 2. Now this one, I'm going to name rock 2 and hope it lives up to his reputation as being built like a rock. This one is a 2021. It arrived at their dealership about 6 hours before I got there. Take you around. Now this truck is a 2500 LTZ. It's almost identical to the Rock. With a few exceptions. This one's already got the towing package in the bed. I didn't really need it, but you take what you get these days. The most glaring deficiency is this button. On my last truck, that button was on all four. Sure was handy. You could get into the door when you're carrying the key fob. The inside is a lot blacker than I like. Seats are charcoal, but I can live with that. It's got a sunroof. I haven't had a sunroof in years. First one I ever had leaked. They assured me that's not a problem anymore, so probably never ever open it. All the other features seem to be the same. It's 4-wheel drive, G71. Getting ready to go on a trip to Kentucky, and the reason I bought the Rock 1 was because it's 4-wheel drive and I can put a tow package so I can pull it behind my motorhome. When I bought the Rock, I bought the towing package for it, and frankly I never installed it because I never wanted to mess with the warranty. So it's been sitting a year waiting, and so today I've got to put it on. The dealership told me it's not a problem. It's designed to be dinghy towed. Now, it looks almost like my other. My wife says, great, I don't have to look for another kind of truck anymore in the parking lot. Now, I may be a fool for buying another Chevy after the last experience. The only reason I bought it was because the manager, Johnny Smith, did everything in his power to help make it right. The other issue in this matter is they offered to let me trade it in, the Rock 1 in, about 3 months ago. And I was going to lose about $15,000 on the deal. And that's a hard pill to swallow. Johnny said, I will do everything in my power to get you in a new truck today at the least possible out-of-pocket cost to you or out of anything expense to you. One thing that really helped was this truck came in on a trailer that morning. They don't have any trucks, basically. They're getting them 3 at a time, whereas they used to get 2 or 3 18-wheeler fulls. He says they usually have 500 trucks in stock. He's got 150, and most of them look to be white service trucks. So the stars aligned. This truck came in. I was pissed off enough to go see the manager, and things started happening. I talked to him at 2:30, 3 o'clock, and at 6 I was driving this home. They had put it through the make ready. They had installed the steps, tinted the front windows, and put in the floor liners and all the other stuff to washed it, ready to go. They really busted their butt for me. The second thing he did was he got on the phone with Chevrolet, and long story short, they gave me $68,000 trade-in on the Rock 1. Sold me this one for $75,000, and Chevrolet kicked in $3,500 to make it work. Frankly, I'd have been really happy if they just give me a new truck flat out, but didn't think that was going to happen. So Yes, it's a Chevy. I've always had Chevys. I love Chevys, and I love the Rock 1. I just want something that's dependable. And this is their last chance. Now, Johnny Smith stood up for me against Chevrolet and made things happen. Thank you, sir. I truly believe that I'll be a customer for life if this thing works out. I don't know what else to tell you. Only time will tell if this is a good truck or not. Frankly, the Rock 1, every time I push the start button, you say a little prayer. And then when the brakes wear out after 32,000 miles, that truck was not meant to be. Well, I'm going to go install the front part, and I'm going to make a video on that so you can follow along. Don't see any on the internet about doing what I'm fixing to do. So, thanks for watching.